In this episode of Stemformatics Help Tutorials, we'll be looking at an overview of the workbench. So for a workbench, you do need to be logged in. Registering is free, and usually it's over on this side here. Obviously I've logged in already, so you can't see the registration form. Without any further ado, if you click on the workbench, you'll be able to see that there are three main options: managing my gene sets, manage my analysis jobs, and managing my account. And with each of these grey bars, if you click on them, they'll expand out, and you can click on them to close back up. Similarly, these purple links here will allow you to navigate quickly and easily as if you clicked on Manage My Gene Sets. Same with Manage My Analysis Jobs and Manage My Account. You also have this convenience function for your current and pending analysis jobs and annotate a gene set, but I'll get to that a little later. With everything almost everything in Stemformatics, it's handy to have your own gene set. You can use public gene sets, as you can see down here, but if you wanted to create one or upload a new one, these are the options. There is also another tutorial that goes into that in a little more depth, so I'll leave that for now. Manage your current gene sets allows you to edit, delete, and rename your gene sets. You can even download the list of genes if you want. Annotating a gene set allows you to see what KEGG pathways and, in future releases of Stemformatics, other pathways that your gene set might belong to. And that uses a Fisher's exact test. With any of these functionality, you can click on these little help informations to be able to see some information with a little bit more detail. And you can click on these links here to get even more details on how we go about it. So you can even download a gene set's expression profile. So for this one, you would need a gene set to choose, and you'd also need to choose a data set, and then you'll be able to download a formatted file, which is either a GCT file or a basic text expression file. So as you can see here, I'm off wandering in the workbench. What I'd like to do is go back to analyzing a particular job, so I can simply click on this button and straight away I'm into my analyses. Stemformatics uses a third-party software called GenePattern that's created by the Broad Institute and MIT, and for that we use the hierarchical cluster, the comparative marker selection, and the gene neighborhood. Each of these analyses allows you to do something a little bit more interesting with the help of a gene set, especially with the hierarchical cluster and the comparative marker selection. In the hierarchical cluster, it's basically identifying patterns shared between samples and genes within a given study. So you end up getting a heat map with some dendrograms on the side and on the top, samples on the top and genes / probes along the side. Find genes differentially expressed between phenotypes. That's the comparative marker selection. Which of my genes share a similar expression pattern to my gene of interest, which is the gene neighborhood. And being able to display my gene list as a graph. That's only up to 50 genes in that particular gene list. If you have a gene list of 51, it won't show the graph, and that's for speed. We would recommend that you'd run a hierarchical cluster if you have more than 50 genes. View the fold change for a gene in a data set, a fold change viewer, and current and pending analysis jobs. So current and pending analysis jobs will show you your gene neighborhood, comparative marker selection, hierarchical cluster, and it'll also show you your annotate a gene set results. Manage My Account basically has your history for the session, and also managing your account for things like your university and your password, etc., etc. And that is a basic overview of the workbench.